It is becoming increasingly easy to swear off fiat and live on Bitcoin. I should know I've been around the block for a number of years and my lifestyle has certainly become easier to maintain. And that's due in part because of so many people building awesome companies and services that allow you to spend and live on your Bitcoin. One such company is the Bitcoin Company, and they're a relatively new entrant into the space, but more or less their application allows you to purchase gift cards and prepaid Visa cards, things like that, with Bitcoin to utilize online. And in the process, you also earn sats back as you shop, which can be immediately accessed and sent to your own private Bitcoin wallets in your own custody. Today, we're going to be taking a look at how the app works and how you can start using it today to live on Bitcoin. I am Ben with the BTC Sessions. This is your daily session.
Hodl the Bitcoin.
Before we dive in, just a quick shout out to sponsors of the show, Shakepay.com. If you're in Canada and you're buying Bitcoin, super easy way to do it. E-transfers in and out, no deposit or withdrawal fees. And if you sign up with the link down below, after your first $100 purchase, they'll give you $30 for free. And you get the same deal for referring friends and family. You can also shake your phone every single day for free sats. Check them out in the show notes. LEDN.io, you can use your Bitcoin for a ton of different services. For myself, I tend to utilize them if I ever am in a pinch and I need dollars, but I don't want to sell my Bitcoin. I can deposit here, get a loan to my account within 24 hours, and when I pay back those dollars, I get back the same amount of Bitcoin. They're also diving into the mortgage, Bitcoin-backed mortgage market, so you want to check them out for that. And they've also got their savings accounts. If you sign up today with the link down below, then you can get $10 for free if you start and maintain and fund an account. So check them out today. Bitrefill, much like our topic today, again, specializing in living on Bitcoin. Again, gift cards, sats back as you shop, and they just started rolling out bill payments in the US. So don't miss it. Links are down below. Keystone, one of my favorite and most used hardware wallets, 100% air gapped, never plug it into anything internet connected. It's all done via QR code. That keeps the keys to your money safe and offline. Upgrade to Bitcoin only firmware, definitely works great with Spectre, Sparrow, Blue Wallet, really awesome and great in a multi-sig. Check out my tutorial and the links down below. And finally, if you're backing up any important Bitcoin wallet, BillFodl over at privacypros.io will get your seed phrase into solid steel so you're not relying on fire and water damage, potentially ruining your seed phrase if it's sitting on a piece of paper. So check them out, privacypros.io. With that, let's dive into the show. So here we are on the Bitcoin Company's website, thebitcoincompany.com. And I mean, I more or less described it to you in the description at the very beginning of the show, but this is an application you can download either for Apple phone or Android, and you can purchase gift cards with Bitcoin and you earn sats back as you do it. Super easy and intuitive to use, and just an all-around good experience. So who is this for? Namely, it's for anybody that maybe it has been sitting on Bitcoin for a long time and they just want to treat themselves, or somebody like myself where you're kind of looking for ways to exit that fiat system. And the less touch points with dollars you can have, the better. So for me, it's super easy to go and purchase a gift card for something that I might need, or purchase a Visa card as I need and just use that for my online payments, or in-person payments if I utilize something like a Visa card, a gift card, and put that on my phone for, you know, Samsung Pay or Google Pay or Apple Pay or whatever it may be. You can import those cards to be utilized there. So we're going to check out how to do that. Now, any prerequisites here, I'm going to be using two different Lightning wallets. I'm going to be using Muun Wallet, which is super easy, non-custodial Bitcoin on-chain and Lightning wallet. And then we're also going to be using Blue Wallet, the Lightning portion of that wallet, which is custodial, but again, just kind of used as proof of concept. So if you're unfamiliar with those, I have full tutorials on both of those videos. Check them out in the links down below. So here we are on the Bitcoin Company's app, and let's take just an overview of what we've got in front of us. I've already got an account here, but it doesn't require much, basically an email to log in. And so on our main screen here, we have a balance. I got a kickback little bonus sign up reward of 1,000 sats, which is awesome. You can go to the top left and it gives you, again, your referrals. So you can refer people, you get 1,000 sats, they get 1,000 sats, and you earn bonus sats every time they make a purchase. And you can boost your own in-app rewards for every invite. And then there'll be a link that you can share out. I'll add that link down below if you guys want to check this out. There's FAQs, feedback. You can withdraw Bitcoin from here, which we'll show in a moment, so on and so forth. Okay. This top left, just so you know, is the same as going down to the bottom in the little cog for account. Takes you to the exact same place. You have your personal details, which again, I've just got a username and an email address associated with this. That is it. You can set a name for yourself, but you don't have to. Again, so purchase history, support, privacy, all that kind of stuff. It lets you know exactly their privacy policies, all those types of things. Just general information about the app. Okay, so what can you do here? Well, effectively, you can purchase gift cards and get sats back as you shop. So you can see offers down here. Let's take a look at, actually, let's start up here with our balance here. We can say start shopping. That takes us to a screen that has a breakdown of different types of cards you can get. You can go by all brands. You can see special offers. So these offers here, if I click on them, hey, you get 21 sats back if you get an international Visa card. You get 296 sats per dollar spent at 1-800-Baskets. So you can kind of scroll down and see the amount of sats back you'll get for different types of things, all right? And some of them are higher and lower, it just kind of depends, but there's some pretty decent, I've got to say, like 220 sats back for every dollar spent. That's not an insignificant amount of sats back. Same thing, 677 sats per dollar spent on a BTC Bitcoin plus ticket. So lots of cool little offers here. I'm going to be doing just a general one, given that you know, I'm based in Canada, so some of these may not be relevant stores for me. But if you're in the US, there's just an endless stream of sats back cards that you can grab on here. So pretty awesome to see. All right, let's go back. Same thing, favorites just kind of gives like more popular ones that people use. Gift cards, again, it'll break it down bit by bit and you can kind of go through as you see fit. All right, if you do have cards, that would be under My Cards at the bottom. But for now, let's actually grab a card. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get, I know it's not a lot of sats back in this instance, but just as a proof of concept, let's say we wanted a Visa card. Well, you're going to get a virtual card. It's going to have all the Visa information here. You can give it a label. We'll just call it Visa 1. Okay. And then I'm going to choose a custom amount. Okay. So I'm going to get a $100 Visa card. All right. And it just gives you not redeemable in the following countries. You can show more. And, you know, it's good to make note of all this stuff. So if you're in one of these countries, may not be redeemable. But in Canada, I don't see myself mentioned here. So that looks all good. So I'm going to go ahead and hit continue with purchase. All right, how many do I want? Just one. I can change that if I do need. And then I can say purchase Visa card. So I'm going to be getting 21 sats back. That just loaded. And I will be paying with Lightning. So I'm going to hit purchase Visa card. It's going to create a Lightning invoice for me on the next screen. Okay, so here is my Lightning invoice. It's a virtual prepaid card. I could scan this if I wanted, and I can copy the invoice down below if I so choose. There's also an option to hit open my Lightning wallet, which actually I'm going to do now. and it's going to give you options. Obviously, I've got quite a few wallets on my phone here, but I'm going to use Muun. That's the one that I use most often. It opens it up right away. I'll put in my PIN off screen. All right, and it loads all the details of what I'm doing here. Hey, you're sending this to the Bitcoin company, 341,000 sats, network fee of 294 sats, and this is for a gift card. That all looks good to me. I'm gonna hit send. Off it goes. And here we go. So we can see that I now have the card, and I can tap to view the card details, which can then be put in at any merchant in order for me to make a payment. So I'm gonna go and jump to my computer and make sure that this card does indeed work. Now, when I do want to view the card details, I should say, you tap here, and then it's going to give you a challenge token. And what that challenge token is well, we can copy it there. It's copied to my clipboard. If I hit view card, it's going to take me to this page that will show, it'll say verify your information, and then you can paste in the challenge token for this gift. All right, and then you'll view the gift, and it will show you all of your account numbers so that you can utilize this card online. And just a quick update, I can show you here on my screen, I've just made a purchase. I got some clothing on a store that actually was the Canadian version of this particular store. They do have a US one, but I can show that my US denominated international Visa card was able to be used on this Canadian website. So there's no issue utilizing that in different ways, but you're gonna wanna check for individual gift cards, things like that, whether or not they work cross-border. So just keep that in mind as you're purchasing cards here if you're outside of the US. So now that I have made a purchase within the app and I've utilized the card, I now see a couple different things. Again, my balance here of rewards reflected above has changed because I did earn some sats back on getting that card, albeit it was a small amount because it's a Visa card versus a gift card. But also down below, if I navigate to my cards in the tabs down below, then I can see this existing card here. So I can still go to it, and I can go ahead, if I want to check up on the balance, I just hit view card and I paste in that token, and I'm able to see exactly how much is left, so on and so forth, and that will be available there to me. If I'm done with the card, if I spent all the funds, I can hit archive and it will no longer be reflected in my cards, and I will be done with that. So some sats-back rewards programs and apps get some scrutiny because of the delays or difficulty accessing the actual rewards that you earn. But this isn't really the case with the Bitcoin company because you can effectively access it immediately after you've done a purchase in the app. I think the threshold is $21, your first purchase more or less. We've already done this with a single gift card, so we now have access to this balance here, this 1,021 sats that are sitting there. So how do we do that? Down in the bottom right where it says account, you're going to tap, and then you'll see an option to make a withdrawal. There are two options. You can withdraw via Lightning or on-chain. Now, when it comes to on-chain, there's a threshold of how much you need to have sitting in your rewards amount to do an on-chain transaction. And that threshold right now is 50,000 sats. And obviously that has to do with on-chain transaction fees and all of that kind of stuff. So right now we're not above that amount, which is fine because we can utilize Lightning, which is the point of Lightning for those smaller transactions. It makes it a lot easier. So if you were doing on-chain, of course, you just provide a Bitcoin address and tell them how much you'd like to withdraw. So that is an option in the future. But right now with Lightning, you just need an invoice for whatever amount you would like to withdraw. So I'm going to utilize another wallet that I've got open here, and this is just Blue Wallet. Again, simple, quick Lightning for those that are uninitiated. This is a custodial option, of course, unlike Muun, which we used previously, but it will, again, proof of concept, show you exactly how this works. So we're just going to hit receive. I'm not going to withdraw the whole amount. We'll do maybe about half, so I'll do 500 sats here. And we're just going to hit create invoice. with this invoice created, I can just copy the invoice to my clipboard, jump back to the Bitcoin company and paste that in and hit preview withdrawal. 500 sats, so this invoice looks good. We'll hit confirm. Okay, there we go. 500 sats withdrawal successful. Return to wallet. There we go. So we see a reduced balance there. If we jump back, Lightning invoice has been paid, and that is now reflected in my balance above. Also, after making that withdrawal, back on the home screen, we can see that reflected in activity. If we hit see all, if there were more transactions, they would all be listed here. So we can see me purchasing the gift card and withdrawing some of my rewards. This activity screen also, you can break it down to rewards, referrals, withdrawals. All of that is set there. And there's a search bar if you're looking for specific activity in relation to a specific card. Now that same card that I have on the Bitcoin Company app, I can also import to my Google Pay, I was saying. And so I do have it here on my Google Pay screen, and I can just now go ahead and tap my phone at any merchant, you know, go buy a coffee or whatever the hell I want to do. And now I have my day-to-day purchases while I'm out covered as well, utilizing Bitcoin, utilizing the Bitcoin Company to be able to spend day-to-day very easily. So all in all, super easy experience to be able to do this. So I always love seeing companies and services like this pop up because it just fills in those gaps where Bitcoin is in the midst of making a circular economy, but you know, you need those services to come in and basically make it possible for you to live on your Bitcoin if you choose to do so, while everybody is figuring out what Bitcoin is, because we won't have that circular economy until people value Bitcoin over dollars, until people start saying, hey, I'd actually like to receive and hold Bitcoin myself, and perhaps incentivize that behavior rather than receiving dollars all the time. So until that time, we have options like the Bitcoin Company to effectively help us out because we're already clued into that. Now, this, again, I alluded to in the rest of the video, but this doesn't just apply to online purchases. You can use this in real life in brick and mortar stores by importing some of those like international Visa cards into your wallets on Apple Pay or Google Pay or whatever it may be. And so I've already done that with the card that we utilized in this video. And so you can see it, it's now sitting here in my Google Pay wallet. So I can now walk into a merchant, tap my phone for whatever I'm purchasing, and I've effectively, you know, added a new way for me to be able to live on Bitcoin, which is awesome. And in the process, when it comes to other gift cards, earning sats back and saving more in Bitcoin even as I'm living on it. So you're almost maximally long Bitcoin in this instance when if you're earning Bitcoin, your net worth is sitting in Bitcoin, you're spending it, but you know, because you have Bitcoin, you value the currency you're living on more, and so you're more thoughtful about how you spend your money, but then you're also earning sats back as you're utilizing it. So again, for me, it's just another step down that path of, okay, how do I distance myself from dollars more? And super happy to have things like this. So I'd love to hear what you thought about the app. Now, they do have options coming down the pipeline of adding in credit cards and debit cards and such, so that you can spend your fiat if you're still earning fiat, but earn back Bitcoin or earn back sats as you shop. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm sure they've got some other stuff in the pipeline as well. But I mean, for a new app that is pretty young, it works pretty damn well. So check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. Please do like, subscribe, share, all those things, super important. They help get this show in front of more eyeballs, and if you think it's valuable, then please do. If you want to help the show in another way, hit up the previously mentioned sponsors down below: Shakepay, LEDN, Bitrefill, Keystone, BillFodl. They're all down there. Or, you know, check out that link to the Bitcoin company as well in the show notes. You'll get 1,000 sats for signing up via that link. And finally, if you really liked what you saw, you can always drop me a Bitcoin tip at my Strike page. That is strike.me/BTC sessions. You get there, type in any amount you want, hit the tip button. You'll be greeted with a Lightning invoice, or if you choose, tap to the right and you'll get a regular Bitcoin QR code. With that, I'm out. Have yourselves a wonderful day or evening, wherever you may be. See you guys next time for your daily session.
HODL the Bitcoin.